Hello, hello, we're back again with the Great Ace Attorney. I'm Jake Light, gaming lawyer at your service. Alright, we're in the prison now. We need to find out what is going to happen next. Probably going to trial, and we're gonna fight for Gina's innocence, probably. Alright, let's do this. Gina doesn't appear to be here. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment. Oh, but wait a minute. What is it, Iris? Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he was looking at escape. Oh my. Why? Why would you do something like that? You only make her situation worse. Calm down, Bruno. I was only joking, of course. Oh. Ugh, you had me worried there. But it was a great deduction. Yes, it must be your way with the words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight your words carry. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms. Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruto. Well, anyway, looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime. Yes, come along then, Bruno. Come along, Susie. Okay, I wasn't supposed to be here. Shit. Right, I was terribly wrong then. Meant to be here? Probably not. Yep, not. I think I really need to investigate more of the shop then. False alarm, baby. False alarm. Seems like it's not over. Present the manuscript to Iris. Oh, my manuscript. Mr. Sholmes said he deposited it at Minibanks and he had. But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I've worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it? I'm afraid I have no idea. All you can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose. Oh, maybe it's because Hurley's in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines. Yes, maybe. I wish I could say this. That definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. Right, I don't think I have anything else to really do. Okay, let's go back. Let's go talk to all the policemen at least. Check everything, alright. Check. The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it. Instructions from the yard to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Every article? That's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all in shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure, and even then we'll barely have scratched the surface. Crime in the pawnbrokers must be every policeman's worst nightmare. It's every corper's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in pawnbrokers. Yep. Okay. Blah blah blah. I'm looking for the camera actually. Camera is supposed to be relevant to case. Apparently not. Okay. What about you? Anything to say? This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before he came in here. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue just here. Really? Then we must tell Grixie at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable with me and take over my shift. They really have a tough time, the British police. That doesn't stop us investigating though, does it? No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. Oh, we have to take more? Oh, we can examine more? Oh well. Somehow. Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different. But there is so much color in... There's only as much color as possible in our visible light. Right? So what happens if we run out? I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. Alright. We've exhausted almost everything now. Looks like we have to go back to the storeroom and check what we can check, alright? Probably inside here, something I need to do. Either present something to our our detective Gregson here, most likely, because I don't see, there's no way to, how do you say, turn or do anything right now. There's keys, but no, it doesn't let me do anything. Table, nothing. Right. Come on, please be the Gregson then. Tell me about the manuscript. Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest? Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles. A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating, and I don't suppose. Would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time? Good question. I can't really remember. I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just wait. It's publication with eager anticipation. You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable. You're looking to be arrested, Sunshine? I didn't mean it like that, and even if I did, you wouldn't even have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? Right. How about I give you this? Inspector, what do you make of this? What have we here then? Redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was to hand. Yes, this is a ticket for McGilda's overcoat. The one that little diver turned up with yesterday. Oh, actually no, it's not. Really? You think you know better than me, do ya? No, I didn't mean to, Who knows right, Rexy? It isn't the same ticket. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So what's all this all about then, if I might be so bold to ask? This is a second ticket. A second one? It seems that Mr. McGilda in fact had another article in Sorryshire at Windybanks. Is that right? I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh good, because he's ever so easy to talk to. Right. Second redemption ticket. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat. Hey, you mean to tell me? Yeah, there was more than just the music box disc, it seems. I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examined it properly. Well, according to the details of this ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Mindybank. Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it? Do you have any idea where it is, Grexy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilda. It could be an important clue. Wow, yes, I suppose it could be. Please, stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation. So much pressure. I'll lose my marbles. I'll go back and This is no time for dog impressions, Inspector. That's enough sauce from you, sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it? Oh yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be in here then? That's right, it's been forfeited. Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop, where the forfeited items are offered for sale. Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once. You're wasting your time. Oh? There are dozens of little boxes out there. Hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilda's. The information's not written in the ledger. Ugh. Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case. Of course, your ladyship. Of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. This is getting old. Yes, it is. Right. That was it. Dong. 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 Ah! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windybank set such a wicked trap? I doubt he set out to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? The trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you would be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Don't you remember, Runo? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer. Really? Did I say that? Yes. You did. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we had better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. Alright, let's do it then. I think this is truly the time where we will be going to do the court now. Ah, Gina, good. You're back. Ah! The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Jeannie? Was it awful? Eh? Oh. Damn bottom, eh? Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windybanks. Oh, right. Don't you want to know how it got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying that I did. It's not. Gina, I came to ask for your final decision. Eh? What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I see. She's really lost a fight all of a sudden. I know what that feels like. It's just so hard to bear. Right, let's talk to you. Oh, alright then. Blimey, get a rest with them eyes, Iris. So calm then, feel our saying we'll die. Fortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Miss Naruto and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we've managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know now why you broke into Winnie Banks' that night. It looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason and thrust it in Gina's face. Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. Representation in court. We already have the representation papers and other documents we need. All we have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you allow me to represent you in court tomorrow. Nah, don't bother. Jeannie, written mob and chat them all, yeah? Them representation papers, whatever they're called. This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bean. So, what will you do in court tomorrow? I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. There's one stubborn pickpocket. Right, let's show you the evidence. The evidence. Yeah, Gina, look at this. No! What, ja? Well, some says because I'm sorry, it might be while. Hey, sorry, over now. No, I'm gonna give it to you. This? Do you see this pawnbroker's ticket, Gina? Is the one you took to Winnie Banks, isn't it? One for the black overcoat that you're wearing now. Hey, what? That? I don't know. They all look the same to me, those tickets. Surely not. Well, this one has a very obvious mark on it. Appear to be blood. Hey, does that ring any bells? I don't know. It all looks the same to me. Blood. And they all sound the same to me. This answers. Suspicious. Yeah, Gina, look at this. No, okay. Okay, weird. You want me to present this? We found this in Mr. Winbank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story. Ah! Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Winbank's showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception, the box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? Eh? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Hey! Why don't you tell us what happened, please? Iris's manuscript. Alright, yeah, this Baskerville story is the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figure it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least £5,000. What? What? So, you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? No, Ginny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Course I wasn't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, really was there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. for Iris's sake. Isn't that right? Ah! We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But... I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jeannie. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storm, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Grown up's still a lot worse than that, believe me. Bare-faced lies, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that mental script ain't at Windybags. You'd soon see if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if one is telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Jeannie, that was so sweet of you. Alright. I'll tell you what I did. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. Tell me. If it weren't because of Iris, that's not what I did. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest, if he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windybags. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you were saying. Stories about Daddy? You mean they are not the adventures of a great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah? You're so thoughtful and so kind, Jeannie. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give me a rest, will ya? I ate all this chummy nonsense. Do you hear? I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Cause if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, scapper. I hadn't noticed until now. It's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat is blood. Of some very suspicious red stain. What? Why are you looking at me like that, you pervert? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in the area to Gina now. Alright. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Blood? Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be the blood that spattered from Mr. Windybank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine would get results much faster than anything else. Hey, take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Jeannie. I'm going to shoot. I'm dissolving. Bubbo. It's different. Totally different. Oh my. What the? Forget its sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course, the black color of the fabric was masking the stains. Why we haven't seen them until now? And the blood has reacted with a chemical to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples. Wait, what? Oh, Thrice-fired Mason. This is Thrice-fired Mason's code. Yes, now let's see who had the purple blood. Aha! Yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. Well, I kind of forgot about it. What are you all about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruto, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story. Converse, truth of the omnibus case. You can see now this victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilda's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Ah, yes. What good-hearted soul would rush to have a fella bleeding from his stomach? I was about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. The stains couldn't have arisen from McGilda trying to pull the victim to his feet. No, if that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered all over McGilda's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in the case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilda. Mr. Naruto. That horrible case is solved at last, and I helped the man walk free from that trial. I saw that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Bruno, did you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGilda was innocent? I believed. Or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? And it's our greatest weakness. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? Kazuma. I miss Kazuma. Listen, Ryonosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly. Hehe. What's funny, Gina? Core. Sounds like in this empire or Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on, look at the mess it's got you into. Believing in that bog trotter? Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone's always stab you in the back in the end. Soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to be absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Read them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants all and all now, Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I let everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe me after that? Not likely. Well, Miss Naruto, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. I can trust her. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Hey, are you half-baked? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruto? Didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Thieves just tripped me off my tongue, and I'm a diver. Don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others, but I assure you, there's more to this life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. It's true that I am just a student of law. I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. What do you expect me to say to that? Ah. Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like, you Eastern law. I don't know what you are. I don't get ya. Believe it. Gina's taken herself off the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think. Oh! Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is a height of cowardice. Miss Susato? Alright, I'm not sure how long this is gonna be. So, we have went past our time now. So, again, thanks for, hope this is an enjoyable episode. I think this is one that we should always remind ourselves is no matter how bleak the reality is that mm, you should try to trust people. Not saying to um, give how do you say, just expose yourself, just tell everyone, just trustfully trust, just give you all of yourself, be vulnerable to people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying give people a chance, right? Give people a chance to prove you that they are trustworthy, right? And of course, it goes the same to do that to have people to trust people. You yourself have to do things that would make other people trust you as well. So it goes both ways. But yeah, take care, stay hopeful, but be critical, right? Bye bye.